What's going on, y'all? It's Cam. Catch me on the next episode of Straight Facts, brought to you by BIA Media and Currency Entertainment. Hold it down.
Straight Facts.
Back at it again. Sosa in the cut. You already know.
Yes, and you got your man's Ace in the building, of course. And you know I got a cast right now, right? So you know your man comes in. They told me to call in
He came
sick.
in clutch.
They told me to call in sick, buddy.
No,
I did not.
Still came to work.
Still came to work. Oh, our guest. Killer Cam in the building. You already know, man. How's the day, bro?
Not too bad, bro. Pretty simple day, you know, much editing and everything. But like,
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
crazy though.
Yeah. That's what I was your day, Sam.
It was alright. I can't complain.
It was
man.
alright?
Yeah. It's Monday, man. Everybody gets the Monday blues. You know.
Put in the work. It looks like you smoke a little something.
Why you too many questions?
Why you telling my
Some
business?
Popeyes candy. He had Popeye candy.
Why you telling my
Yeah,
business?
real talk.
Tell my business. Okay, we got Cam in the building. Okay, he's a popular Ottawa photographer, videographer, and as well a aspiring writer
Filmmaker.
and filmmaker.
Yes, sir.
It's an honor to have you, brother. I would give you
Man
a
of
solid
very
handshake, but
talents.
my hands is all tied. Sam, give him a solid handshake for me.
I got you.
Welcome to the show, man.
So please tell us, what inspired you to enter the world of films? How did you get into this?
Bro, like it's one of those things. Like I didn't think it was like a career path at all. Because like I grew up in Haiti, bro, and I liked photography when I was a kid. And my mom had like this guy friend that had this camera, like this film camera that he used to just toss it to me. Like just he'd give me the film and everything, just be like, yo, just take it and go take pictures or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll do that. And when I'm done, give him the film and he'd like print them out for me and everything, right? And then so moving here, I never thought this was a career because in Haiti, like you see photographers, but they're not like as popular
As
you
pronounced.
know, especially now, right? But when I moved here, I was all about dancing. You know, I was dancing left and right.
Real
and then,
talk?
yeah,
So you're dancing?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, used to be.
So what type
Man
of
many
dance
talents.
like did you specialize in specifically?
So to me, it was always hip hop, right? So because like that was my thing in Haiti. Like I used to be that guy at school,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, be all the performances,
Yeah.
all the events. I'm there, I'm performing, and then I moved here, and then me and my moms we had to stay at like this shelter in Toronto before we got our own spot. And the youth group leader, whatever
Yeah.
lady, she sends me to this dance class, and bro, I got there, it was straight ballroom, and these motherfuckers was. You know? And I was like, yo.
Moving different.
I was like, oh, hell no. Nah, I'm not about that. I'm not, you know? But she told me, like, hey, listen, it's either you do this dance thing or you got to come to group every Thursday and start talking about, like, how you feel.
Okay.
I was like, I guess I'm going
It's a
to
good
dance for
alternative.
now. You feel me?
Yeah.
I
You're
did
out
the
of
dance. Bro, and I actually ended up, like, really enjoying it. Like it was
Right.
like it was mad fun, you know. I got to learn. It was like a whole new skill, you feel me? So
Yeah.
I got to learn all that, and then when I moved to Ottawa, I linked up with some studios. Never really liked the studio vibe, like because I
Right.
never understood the concept of paying studios so you can perform for them.
Yeah.
Right.
So they can get more students and make more money, but you're not getting paid. Like that shit never, it just never made sense to me. So
Right.
I wasn't really big into the studio. So I went to one practice, and it turns out like it wasn't even happening. Like
Yeah.
I got the date wrong and everything, and I showed up, and then these guys like were like, hey, well, since you're here, we have a salsa class, whatever, just come and try us out. And I did ballroom in Toronto, so I was like, yeah, why not?
Why not?
I joined, I did the class, and then at the end of the class, the choreographer comes up to me and is like, yeah, see you Saturday for the performance.
You're like, what?
I was like, what are you talking about?
Right.
And then
You've been signed. You've been signed on the spot.
Bro, I was so confused. I was like, what are you talking about? And then like, literally, next thing I know, I danced with that team for 7 years.
Oh wow. Funny story,
You know
right?
what I mean? Like, and
You
then,
got you good, huh?
Basically, bro, I finished. I danced with them for like 7 years. It was a Venezuelan folklore dance team.
Wow.
And then I was dancing with other teams around Ottawa and stuff. And then I always enjoyed photography though.
Yeah.
Right? So I begged my mom for a camera. And the first camera she got me here was a point and shoot camera, and I was so happy. I was out here just clicking left and right.
Whatever works.
Hey, man, I was doing my thing, and then for Christmas, I think I was like in grade 9, grade 10. For Christmas, she was going to Haiti, and she's like, "Don't go in my room." I was like,
Everybody knows what that means.
"You leaving? What do you mean don't go in your room? Like you're not even gonna be here? Like what are you talking about?" I was like, "Yeah, I won't go in your room, I guess." The moment she left, I went straight into that room.
Right.
On her bed was like a bag with a brand new Canon T3.
Wow.
You know what I mean? With the
Okay.
little letter. She's like, "I told you not to go in my room." You know? And then she's like, "Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, whatever."
Wow.
Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah.
all the mamas out
Shout out to
there.
moms,
Shout out to
you know?
moms.
Your mom knew
Yeah.
you were going to disobey.
Oh,
Yeah.
she
Oh,
knew
yeah.
it. She
Facts.
knew
What a
it.
good son that you are.
She knew it. She knew it. I'm an exemplary son.
Oh, there you go.
I'm very
Make him proud. Make him proud.
Yes, sir.
So she knew I was gonna go in there.
Yeah, that's a very
Got
cool
that
way.
camera, bro.
Very
Taking
cool way
pictures.
to go ahead and deliver the gift, right? So you tell them, don't go in the room. As soon as she leaves, you go in the room. She knows her son.
Hey, listen.
Boom.
How you not
There goes
gonna
the
be in the
camera.
house and then be telling me what to do?
Tell you, man.
You have the power when you're in the house. The
That's
moment
it,
you
man.
out, I'm the man of the house today.
See,
You gotta learn the date, mama. And follows, and then ensues a whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah, I'm only talking that shit because I'm here right now.
Yeah.
Facts.
Talking all that.
but you know what? When you think about it, this whole thing could have been a freaking. It could have been a skit. It could have been a concept.
Could have been a
Yeah.
concept, most definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we're giving you ideas here,
Yeah,
Street Facts.
yeah.
These soul Facts, we're giving you ideas. We want royalties.
Yeah, facts.
Yo, skits, man. Like, do you do skits?
No. I'm just giving you the idea, man.
See, that's the thing too, right? I'm like not a big, even like when YouTube was like popping off and everything. I could never bring myself to do this. Like, it's like I enjoyed, like, for instance, I told you guys, coming from dance, right? You would think that like I'd enjoy being like
Like
in
it would
front of the camera.
translate?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
like. I enjoy I love performing.
Right.
The experience, like when you get on a stage, bro, especially if you're performing in front of thousands of people, amazing.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing when you're in front of a camera.
No.
Yeah.
I don't feel it. So it's like every time I thought about vlogging, bro, and I made one vlog in my life.
That was it.
Bro,
Didn't
I was
work out,
like, and it wasn't, well, I don't even call that one a vlog. I was just filming a bunch of random footage of me going about my day, slap music to it, and then I was like, yeah, that's not for me. I can't.
You made it seem so simple as a videographer. You just slap music on that video, and then that was it. Right? You just
Hey,
quick edit.
That ain't the one.
I'm saying that because at the time, that's exactly what I did. I
Exactly.
just slapped music on it.
Right,
there was
right.
no crazy edit. There was
Yeah.
nothing.
Just
There
put
was
music,
clips,
it
and I was
makes it
like,
work.
"This song sounds like it works." Let me just put,
Oh,
don't
man.
even care about copyright, nothing. I just
Done with that.
I hear you.
just put a song, you know.
Speaking of which, the reason why I was bringing that up is because I was trying to figure out how do you come up with the concepts. Because I was looking at like the pictures that you have on your laptop where you're talking off camera, and it was really dope, you know. So it's like, how do you come up with these type of concepts?
Bro, inspiration is like everywhere, right? And
Yeah.
it's also like, I'm one of those people that believe there's nothing new. There's only like remixed things anyway, for lack of a better term. It's like there's nothing new. So it's like it's as simple as like I could go through like 100 different Instagram posts, right?
Yep.
I'm scrolling down and I don't find anything that's like that I like. I'm just like,
Right.
I see them, they look cool, but it's not something I want to do.
Yeah.
And then randomly I'll just find this one thing that like the moment I see it, it just starts screaming so
Yeah.
many different things. And usually whatever concept I see, whether it's from a different photographer, whether it's from just me walking down the street and seeing something, by the time I get to shooting it, it's a completely different concept.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the more you think about it,
The more details.
exactly.
Yeah.
I want to add this. I want this color. I want this thing. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. It's like if you really about like being creative and like just at least allowing yourself to be creative, bro, it's all around you. No matter what you do, you'll find it. Like whether it's through a water bottle, I don't know. I guarantee you, I could show this water bottle to some people and they'd be like, "Yo, this is it. And I'll be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's a water bottle. But hey, you know, it's different for everybody, I guess, you know?
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
Man, your mind's going everywhere right now.
Hey.
You're a creative person. You're Kanye's cousin. Bro, I started with this, so let me ask you that. Who are your filmmaking influences?
That's a good one. You know, that's funny. I made a list recently.
Did you?
Because I know people. Because the moment you tell people like I'm a photographer, a videographer, whatever,
Yeah.
the first question that pops in their head: your favorite films,
Yeah.
favorite directors. And for the longest time, I used to say, "Yeah, I don't have any."
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I truly believed it because it's like, and I feel like it's because I didn't really look into like who was directing what. It was
Right.
more like I enjoyed the movie and I enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
And why do you think people would ask you who are your favorite directors or filmmaker? Do you think, I suppose maybe it's because they want to know your filming style? Maybe you could elaborate on that?
yeah.
Depends on who's asking. If it's somebody that's really into film,
Yeah.
like I assume like most of the time it's they trying to like have an idea of like where my head's at creatively.
Yeah.
But if it's anybody else off the street, bro, it's most of the time it's because they just don't know what else to ask you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They're just trying to relate.
Bluntly said,
They're
They
trying to
can't talk
relate.
to you about the latest camera because they
Yeah.
don't know about
They
it. They
don't
can't
know.
talk to you about the latest film because they probably just like, you know,
Yeah.
it's just a topic of conversation for them, right? But
It's filler talk.
exactly.
Yeah.
They're giving you small talks lines.
How's your day?
How's your day? So, what?
You just film.
Right.
Just film, right? You just do things and
Yeah.
cameras and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no. For me, I am I like Guy Ritchie a lot.
Yeah.
I like
What's your favorite Guy Ritchie movie?
Ooh,
You have to pick one.
right now?
Okay, it might sound very stupid, but who is Guy Ritchie?
You messed up already. Who Guy Ritchie is? You messed up already.
Man.
Which popular videos has he done?
Snatch.
Snatch.
The
He
Gentleman.
did The Gentleman. Yeah,
Okay.
he did King Arthur.
King
He
Arthur,
did.
Okay.
He did a good couple of
Now
movies.
that-
Yeah, like a lot. Like he directed.
Lock, Stock, and
he directed Baby Driver too, right?
yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
Baby
He did Baby
Driver.
Driver
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So to answer Sam's question, like, why'd you pick that guy?
I just like the way he shoots and because like
He presents the way he presents the story.
yeah,
almost.
because it
Storytelling.
exactly
Yeah.
it's so precise and so different from like any like other like when you see a Guy Ritchie movie, you know it's a Guy Ritchie
Yeah.
movie. Just like when you see a Christopher Nolan movie,
Yeah, you know it's a
Right,
Christopher
you know
Nolan
it's a Christopher
movie.
Nolan
You know.
movie. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
the way he like, especially like The Gentleman,
That was one of my favorite movies.
that's one of my
Yeah.
favorites. It's because like this man is talking. He made a movie about a guy writing a script,
Yeah.
but he tells it the way he would film the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Even the conversations are quick and snappy and everything. And he has this thing where, for me, a lot of my editing is to music. So, which something it's also like a bit of my downfall because like when I hear something, when I have to edit something that don't have a lot of music, it
Yeah.
kind of mess me up a little bit. But he edits to music, even
Yeah.
with Baby Driver, bro. Like,
Yeah.
If
that
this-
was the whole concept of
exactly,
the movie,
he wrote
right?
the movie to the songs
Yeah, yeah.
that are in the movie.
Wow.
So like when you hear the gunshots, they're like
Yeah, yeah.
on some type of beat in the song.
Wow.
So yeah, definitely Gary
That sounds
Ritchie.
very
Yeah, Guy
creative.
Ritchie's a very good.
Chris Nolan, you know
Google
what I'm
it.
saying?
Yeah.
His obsession of time.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
man's obsessed with
What do you mean by his obsession of time?
He's obsessed with time. Almost like most of the movies he's made so far had somehow been related to time. Inception, sleep,
Yeah.
and the amount of time you spend in your sleep and everything. You
Right.
have Interstellar,
Yeah, Interstellar was a great
How
movie.
long-
Amazing.
space travel.
Yeah.
I'm a
still
hard
time.
dude. I almost
Yeah.
cried at the
You
end.
know what I mean?
Interstellar. I'm like, he's right here. He's right here.
Yo,
It's a great movie though.
is it one of those movies like I feel like a lot for some reason I don't know why so many people didn't understand the film.
It's 'cause,
Yeah.
yeah, it was ahead of their time.
I don't.
It's not everyone that can
Right,
understand
right.
the creative mindset of.
Bro, I'm gonna say this right now. If you don't understand Interstellar, just don't watch Tenet.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
It's like,
Don't
it's, like
watch
it's,
Tenet.
it's like a pre-license to going.
No,
You're like, it's just-
because Tenet is baby food.
Yeah.
Compared to sorry, Interstellar is baby food compared to Tenet.
Oh,
And
you think so?
Interstellar was it was still a complex movie.
Interstellar was pretty. It was dope.
It was dope movie.
amazing concept. But
This is a
Tenet,
dope
bro,
movie.
Tenet gave me a headache.
It gave anyone a headache.
Bro,
anyone a headache.
I
that
haven't
was-
seen that movie.
I watched that movie like 4 times.
Yeah.
Right.
Trying
Go
to
watch
wrap
it
my
in
head
movie
around the
theaters.
concept. Like it's so crazy because like the concept on paper is so simple. Time moving one way, and then you flip it, it moves the other way, which is a natural concept everybody knows. Time moves forward, it never really moves backward. But
Right.
yeah, you get into the movie and you think you're gonna understand. Yeah, bro, it's they just start throwing words at your face.
They were moving like somebody pressed
Yeah.
rewind on.
yeah, bro. Like,
Did you guys watch In Time with Justin Timberlake?
I did.
Kind of out of subject, but still in subject. It's a great
It was
movie.
a good movie though.
I
It
like
was
the
a
concept.
good movie.
I
love the
really like the
But
concept.
he didn't wrote that
Sure.
script. did he?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Oh,
It
and
was.
also at the
It
time,
was not a
At
Christopher.
the time,
Yeah.
I had a major crush on Olivia Wilde too.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that movie was a win in my book anyway. But no, it's a dope concept. I think they could have done a lot more with it, but hey, I don't know, man.
Very interesting. That's what's up, man. That's
So-
what's up.
We were talking about concepts. What do you find is one of the toughest aspects of making it today in film?
Making a film today.
Yeah.
I would say I'll speak from my perspective because it's like I feel like it's the idea that making it's not the idea. So making a film is not a one man thing, right? And most of the people that get into videography or film or everything, we all get in solo.
Yeah,
Right?
very true.
It's by picking up a camera, shooting a couple things, and then either falling in love with it or maybe seeing the potential it is business wise or whatever. We get into that mindset, but we end up getting trapped of working with ourselves.
Instead of working as a unit,
Exactly. And when you're doing a film, man, like
you need a lot of people.
You need a lot of people.
There's a lot of moving parts.
So many
Right.
people. And even if you're working like, I mean, there's movie like, for instance, like a movie like Everything Everywhere All at Once,
That was a good movie.
right?
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
It was a really small crew.
Yeah.
You see, thank God we brought on a movie specialist, Sosa, for this episode, because all these movies I haven't even watched. Oh yeah, I'm like great. What was the rating on Rotten Tomatoes?
Hey man, I think
You love movies. That's a fact.
yeah, but it got some pretty good buzz too.
Yeah. It was a
'Cause
different concept. It was different.
It's also because it was such a small crew and a small budget.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they made this.
What do you
this
think of
movie-
that? You think it made a big impact?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it
most definitely. It kind of shows that like as much as like the film industry is it's generated by money.
Right.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's studios. They produce things that will allow them to make more money in the future. You know what I mean? So whenever a movie comes out, right, and doesn't go the route of asking for millions of dollars
Right.
to produce a film, and it's still that good, yeah.
Yeah.
And those directors, bro, their career's set for a while.
Curious set for
You
a
know what I
while.
mean? As long as they can ask at this point. I feel like they could ask any studio any amount of money, and they'll be like, "Yeah, sure, go do it."
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's the similar situation to what happened to Deadpool. Nobody believed in Deadpool, right? And then especially compared to all the X-Men movies that were coming out at the time, the Marvel movies and everything. Those budgets were crazy, like millions and millions of dollars, right? And then Ryan Reynolds and what's the director's name? I forgot his name. They came out and they were like they really wanted to make the movie, and they made the movie for like such a small budget, tiniest budget ever,
Right.
and it made them so much money.
Yeah, Deadpool is definitely a
Yeah,
hit.
Deadpool is set.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
So we got the man, Killer Cam in the building, rocking the pink, right? Any relations to Cameron, the rapper?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just had to ask.
that's
Your
a-
name is
that's a
Cam. You're
genuine
rocking
question.
pink. Your do-rag is attached in the front.
That's a genuine question.
It's a
Not
genuine
at all,
question.
man. Not at all.
Let me ask you this, Cam. I won't let you justify this because it's swaggy still. We know you shoot a lot of music videos, you know what I mean? Like, talk to us about your experience, shooting videos, right? Shooting video clips, right? Like, from different genres, like, you know, just elaborate.
Yeah, I have a love and hate relationship when it comes to music videos, bro. Cause it's like I'm one of those people, like I'm really wanting people to like, when especially if I hear a song that I really fuck with, like I genuinely want that song to do so well. You know what I mean? And then I feel like a lot of the times, even the artists that I get to work with don't have the same love for their own music that like they're asking you to shoot for, right?
Right.
So it ends up putting me in a place of like, for a long time, I stopped caring.
Right.
Because it's like, why should I care about your project
Right.
more than you do?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because me, I care about videography. I care about filmmaking. So those cameras, all these things, they cost thousands of dollars.
Right.
I could just sit at home and call myself a videographer and not spend any money on it.
Right.
But what good would that do me? You know what I mean?
So let me ask you, what makes you think that, you know, an artist would not respect, you know, your work the way that they should? Or should I say, in what type of way would you say that an artist could care less than you?
It's like I go out of my way to invest in what I'm doing. You know what I mean? By any means necessary. If that means like I can't afford to get the latest Jordans, which to be honest, I don't really give a fuck about it.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? I won't. If I know I need that camera, right? I'll spend the money on the camera. And that, mind you, that's coming from somebody who I'm also a strong believer in enjoying my life. I'm not gonna spend all of my money. Like if my camera is worth $3,000, I gotta buy it, whatever, right? And I don't have any gigs coming up, or you know what I mean, I don't have anything that's gonna be making me any kind of money in the next month. I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna go buy this camera and just sit like this and wait till I get money and not use my camera.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll use my money for whatever I want to use it in the moment. But at the same time, it's like I also know I can't do that for too long. At some point, I'm gonna get those clients. So I'm gonna spend the money. No matter how much it is, if I can't afford it right now, I'm gonna find out what do I need to do to get this money. What do I need to wait 6 months? What do I need to cut back from? What do I need to invest in right now that could give me some kind of return to buy whatever I need? The difference is, I feel like a lot of artists, they don't care so much about the music itself. They just want to be notorious. Like whether they're famous or infamous, they don't really care about it. It's just all about like, hey, what can I put out that's gonna blow me up right now?
Yeah.
And that's your mentality in doing anything. It's not even just music. And doing
And
anything.
you could feel it in the relationship with the artist that, you know, maybe you're caring a bit more than they are, even though there's money being exchanged
Exactly.
and time spent.
Me, I tell everybody this. The moment they hit me up, my prices are up there. I don't try to hide it. Before I used to do the whole like, yeah, I get it, you're my friend, and I get you're not making a lot of money and everything.
That flea market bargaining. That flea market bargaining. You left that in Haiti, eh? Stop that with that.
Big facts.
Yeah.
Stop that a while ago.
Yeah.
So now I'm kind of focused on like knowing exactly and letting you know
That's
I
what's up.
charge.
I feel you.
But at the same time, I understand not everybody can just fork out $2,000, $3,000 on a music video.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not really, if you're not saving money for it, or you're not working towards those things, right? So I offer a payment plan.
Yeah. That's very nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to do a music video? I tell you it's gonna cost you $2,000-$3,000. You got 6 to 7 months.
Right.
Pay me that. By the time we get near the end of the payment, we'll shoot your music video.
I was gonna say, are you checking niggas' credits?
At this point, I should.
Alright, yo, you can't
believing.
You came to work today, real talk, man. I see you, man. You came to work, man.
No, I should.
Because that's very smart, right? So you do deposits as you go, but close to delivery date, then there's a little trust, maybe 10% less,
Exactly.
whatever.
But you know where that stems from?
Go ahead.
From dealing with a bunch of people that like will hit you up and sell you all those dreams about like, yeah, bro, don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna get the payment to you at this time.
no.
All this, and then last minute, they're nowhere to be found.
Right.
Or I've done so many of those. Like somebody calls me, hey man, what's your rate? This much. Okay, cool. Hey man, I can't really afford that right now. But look, it's our first music video. If you do it at half price for me, I promise you the next 3, it's all yours. Being naive and everything.
Right.
Oh yeah, sure. I want to help. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like you seem
Right.
like you really care about what you're doing or whatever. Like
You're believing there's gonna be more videos.
exactly.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Do the first video. Oh yo, videos was amazing. Gets like 10K views, whatever. Then a couple months later, I'm looking on YouTube and I see a brand new music video from a different videographer. Now there's a problem.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's my bad. And it's one of those things. At the time, I wasn't making nobody sign contracts. So it's like there's nothing I can do about it. Cause I can call you and be all mad and be like,
Right.
"Yo, you told me this," but it's business at the end
Nah,
of the day.
it's business.
It
Now
is
people
what
don't
it
have
is.
to answer
You
their
take
phones.
out the
Yeah.
contract just like Lori Harvey, and you're like, sign right there.
Yeah, fact.
Isn't that right?
Laurie Harvey.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lori Harvey, right? Think like a man. Steve Harvey is Doctor's daughter, right?
Yeah.
But paperwork.
Exactly. So it just got to
It's
a point where
protect yourself, right?
Oh yeah.
ultimately it's like, as much as I want to be nice, there's no space for it.
Right.
Because like, and it's so funny, one of my boys that are right here right now, he can tell you this, bro.
He's shaking his
He
head
can
right
tell
now.
you
He's
this.
like, oh.
I'm always willing to help people out or whatever, right? But those people don't realize they're the one fucking up for everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I used to give discounts to like, I don't care. Like I want to make cool things. I want to make cool projects.
Yeah.
I want to do something fun or whatever. But bro, like,
Sounds like
Your
a
time is
transition.
still valuable too, right?
let me give you an example.
Go ahead.
These people asked me to shoot a video for their events. Okay.
Speak on it.
Tell them my rate.
Right.
They tell me, yo, you know, like I don't have that kind of money. It's my birthday. Like, can you just hook it up? I said, all right. You know what? I got you, but I'm not gonna be in town anyway because I was going to Boston, I think.
Right.
For a shoot. I'm like, I'm not gonna be in town, so I'm gonna see if anybody's available that's willing to take that price. They come shoot it for you.
Right.
Me, I'll edit. All right,
This is
simple
the deal.
thing.
Right.
My friend was willing to do it. Sent him out. He shot the whole thing. Okay. They were supposed to. When I, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna just say the price. It was $150, bro.
Right. Drop it.
$150.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
Okay. It's not a lot of money.
Damn.
Right.
Whatever. $150. Now, fast forward to they were supposed to pay me like right after, like the day of.
Right.
A week go by, no payment. 2 weeks go by, no payment. Third week, that's when I finally received a payment from them.
That's disrespectful.
And then they asked me, "Where's the video?" I'm like, "Oh, well, you took 3 weeks to pay me. I'm doing this out of my own time.
Right.
I have other clients that are actually paying me on time.
Right.
So their priority, I have to deliver the work for them.
Right.
Okay, no problem." And for the longest time, I genuinely wanted to deliver it, like deliver it to them. Like it'll take me. It's something that would have taken me probably like an hour, max 2 hours to edit.
Right. You gave him the footage ultimately.
Ultimately, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
After they paid you though?
yeah, they finally sent me the money or whatever. But I had to pay my boy out of pocket.
Yeah.
Because he worked. You know what I mean? I hired him. He doesn't care who hired me. Like he just knows he went to work and now he needs to get paid. So I had to pay them the $150 out of pocket.
Damn.
Yeah.
Right? So then couple months went by and I just don't have time to edit this specific video. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, and they're hitting me up and I'm like, hey, listen, I'm trying to find the time to get it done for you. But like I explained before, I have a lot of work coming in and I need to deliver those and yours just keep getting pushed back. And I, you know, and it's as much as I love videography and it's my full-time job, it's also not my entire life. I have a girlfriend, I have a mom, I have friends. Like there's things I need to do too. Like this can't be like breathing and living it. You know what I mean? So I try to explain this to them, and then at one point I get a message talking about like, hey, can we get a refund?
What?
I'm like, hold on. y'all want to read?
Clients.
I'm like, so I had to pull out the professional voice
Right.
and be like, unfortunately,
Right.
Damn, you already know where
as
we're
I
going.
explained before, you guys did not make your payment on time. Due to that, I had to pay the videographer out of my own pocket. Okay?
Damn.
Now, with that being said, unfortunately, I cannot give you a refund. However, I will be more than happy to send you your footage and you can find somebody to edit it.
Right.
And ultimately, that's what they had to do.
Facts.
Right.
But then that experience right there of me being nice, next time somebody asks me to do something for that low, I'm sorry. I can't help you.
It sounds pretty bad.
Yeah.
Probably not as bad as what I'm about to bring up.
Yo.
You know, straight facts. We got the inside. You know what I mean? Ain't no DJ Vlad, but we heard you got robbed on set in the
did.
past
Speak on it.
from the ops. Gangster niggas in the building. What happened? Your camera was taken away in Toronto. What happened?
Yeah, give
First
us
of all,
give us
That,
the
that
give
was
us
a
the
music video
details.
clip
Yeah.
from what I heard. So we're talking about music video clips. Sosa's into it.
Yeah.
So tell us.
First of all, there ain't no ups. I ain't got no ups. I don't be, you know, I don't
Well,
be
the
about
guy that was doing the music video clip,
Yeah.
was it his ops?
I'm assuming he does.
Hey, come on, that's the story from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically one of my
Speak
boys that
on
I've
it.
known for a minute hit me up and is like, hey, I'm gonna be in Toronto. There's gonna be I'm gonna be doing this party and I need a music video for this track that I'm releasing soon. And you know, we got this crazy Airbnb. We're gonna be at this venue afterwards. There's gonna be this famous model that's gonna be there with us,
Yeah.
whatever. You know, and I'm like,
Sounds like a good deal.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And first of all, I should have known, but when this nigga hit me up, he said, yeah, there's gonna be money, liquor, and bitches. I was like, first of all, you messaging me on my phone, my girl.
I was gonna say,
I'm like,
your girl's watching, bro.
Trying to get you in trouble,
I was
huh?
like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about? I don't need
I don't
none
know
of that.
Yo.
Give me my money.
I don't know nothing about nothing.
You know what I was like, what are you talking about, man? But
Man.
so,
Keep
anyways,
going.
like, he's like, yeah, man, like, just come down, like, you know, it'll be a good trip, whatever. And like, I
Right.
wasn't doing anything that weekend, so I'm like, might as well.
Right.
I still get some money. I get to go to Toronto. I have some friends in Toronto. I can link up with them too.
Sounds like a good
Just have a
weekend.
good time, right?
Yep.
I get there. Airbnb was immaculate, like amazing, everything. They got the Lambo truck outside. They got this car. They got this car.
Okay.
And I should have known because the moment I got there too, I see all of them posting the snaps, which
Right.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I'm not even in that life, and I know.
Right. So they posted the location
Yeah.
They be-
on social media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
with,
saying?
Outside.
The individuals that were at the music video
Yeah.
clip, right?
Yeah.
And then from there,
I start setting up, get to work or whatever. We shoot a couple scenes, and then we shoot the scenes at the house. Then we got ready to go to the venue because we're going to what's that called? 400.
okay,
The
yeah, in
club,
Toronto,
in
yeah.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Went there. It was lit. You know, niggas were popping bottles. First of all, which is crazy to me because there was like 40 bottles of like Soul in 1942 and Henny at the crib.
Right.
These niggas go to the club and buy more bottles. Like alcohol poisoning is not a thing. But I was just rolling with it. Shot some scenes at the club, and then I drank too. Cause I'm here to have fun,
Right.
You know what I mean. I'm not even. Like, it's not like I'm charging like a crazy
Right.
amount. Like,
Right.
Part of the job, right?
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
Right.
I'm having a good time or whatever.
Right. We want to know when you got robbed.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. I get to the crib, right? Walk in. I put my gear on the table, and they had a chef. So I'm walking towards the kitchen to go grab some food, so I can go and finish the rest of the night, right? Mm-hmm. As I'm walking towards the kitchen,
Right.
I hear run.
Bumbo clad.
Bruh. All I did was I looked in front of me. I looked to the side. Bro, when I tell you I made the calculation in my head which one was the
Yeah.
fastest exit,
Right.
I ain't gonna make it to that door. So
Holy.
there's no way.
Right.
I see this little white girl run into this corner. I was like, yeah, that's me. Yo. So I go, I'm hiding under these stairs, bro, with this girl in the garage, and I hear niggas are getting pumped.
Right.
Everything. So I'm like, hey, and this girl, bro, I don't know why she decided to bring a dog with her.
Hey man, you know people.
Okay. So, mind you, the whole thing happened. I didn't know I got robbed.
Right.
I didn't know. I found out like at the end.
Right.
So, basically, I'm under the stairs and I'm like looking at this girl. And I'm like,
Yeah.
shut up.
Right.
Shut up, bro.
Right.
And she's like, she's hyperventilating, like, I'm gonna die. I'm like, if you don't shut up,
Right.
and because I'm thinking like, we're hiding, right?
They
And
already
these
know
niggas
we're
are
here.
strapped.
Yeah.
So if they're not thinking,
Did you know how many men was there?
I found out it was like 8.
About 8. Everybody
Yeah.
was strapped.
As far as I know.
Go
Yeah.
on.
So I'm hiding under the stairs, and I'm like, and all I'm thinking is like, yo, and mind you, I should mention this. I was also pretty juiced.
Right.
Okay. So all I'm thinking is like, if this girl starts panicking,
Right.
the dog is going to react.
Yeah.
Why don't you kick her out the freaking
Facts.
closet or something?
Kick her, bro. There's nowhere to go. We're in the garage. I was
Right.
hoping the garage door was open.
Right,
It
right.
wasn't.
There's a garage.
If I go and open the garage door, I don't know what. Maybe there's 3 of them waiting outside.
Yeah,
right.
I'm like, let me just cool it
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
Trying to get the control of the situation. And this is how you know I was juiced. Me, I'm thinking, because this girl just keep telling me like, we're going down, we're going down, we're going down. My dumb ass decided, let me go check what's going on.
Oh, damn, you're
And then what ensued?
Walk up, from under the thing, walk up the stairs, and I kid you not, the moment I take the first step, I look up, 2 straps pointed right at my face.
Holy.
And all I hear is, run me your shit, nigga.
fuck.
Bro, I was so juiced. I promise you, if I was sober, I might have gotten shot. I literally looked at him, I was like, damn, I ain't got shit on me.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just the video.
Yeah.
You're feeling smart, you hide, you
Yeah.
hid your stuff.
Bro, I told this nigga, I was like, hey, I got this jacket though if you want it. You know what I mean?
So
He's
these
like,
guys, they were really like, you don't know the details
I
of
don't
how
know
they
the
got
details,
there,
but-
but you're suspecting it was from
Yeah.
the
from what
posting.
from what I gathered though, it's like I think they were looking for somebody specifically because when they pulled up on me, bro, they should have checked me because I just got the new iPhone 13 Pro.
Right.
I had cash on me because I took money out for the club. I think I had at least $2,000 of cash in my pocket.
Right.
My jacket is a $200 jacket. Everything. If they checked me, they would have been good.
Right.
Yeah.
I told them I had nothing. I put my hands up, and they literally looked at me and just walked away.
Right.
But yet, they beat up everybody else.
Right.
they beat up everybody else in the
Right,
crib
right.
and took everything. And then, so after that shit happened to me, I was like, yeah, no. I just
Damn.
went right back.
Yeah.
Where I was at.
So fuck it.
I was like,
I'm gonna go right back.
I'm gonna just park it right here until
I'll
you
let
know.
your ass here. Yeah, real shit.
Yeah, until
Right.
5 shows up. I was just
Right.
like, and then like that, bro. And it was
I'm
so
waiting for the
fast.
authorities
too.
right
Like,
there.
for real. Yeah. I was a civilian.
Yeah.
And that, man,
Victim.
I was a regular.
What?
Yeah.
What? I was a proper
Shit.
civilian.
That was a pretty bad story talking about music video clips, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I think we should get at it. We're done music
Actually,
video
you know
clips.
what? Has it had a positive impact on your
Hey.
on your career? Has that experience?
Right. Was it,
It made
good?
me. It made me more weary about who I work with.
Yeah.
I can
You know what I mean? And also like the gear that I lost right, was supposed to be I was a couple days before I was looking to get it insured. And then I get robbed, no insurance. So the first thing I did,
If you know, you know.
you know, the first thing I did, the moment I got some new gear back, called the
Yeah,
insurance company. I was like,
facts.
yeah, so I got this camera with this and this
Yeah,
and this
yeah.
and this. You know,
Yeah.
I keep it here. If it's
Yeah.
missing, I'm calling. You know, all right,
Yeah.
I
So
got it.
it was still a positive in this horrible situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Hey, I came out with my life, bro. So
Yeah.
it could have been.
There's still a blessing.
Yeah, it
For
could have
sure.
been so much worse.
100%.
You know what I mean? Hey, I didn't even get hit. Some
Yeah, you didn't get hit?
Some nigga had a black eye.
Yeah.
Some niggas was bleeding.
Yeah.
Hey, I was like, let me
Is
go back
anybody
to my
get-
corner and
Yeah.
just post right
I don't know
here.
if the case is still pending, but did anybody get shot? Was there even a case?
I heard some shots were fired, but honestly, bro, like where I was at, I don't know, man. I felt like I was in my little corner. But when I got back, but crazy enough, there's a video floating around the internet
That's
Oh, yeah?
one hell of a
Yeah.
story.
There's a
Straight
video-
Fit Act
yeah.
is very
There's a-
happy we got the
Shit.
exclusive here. DJ Vlad, we're coming for your spot. So,
let's get back to it. Get back to it. So, what do you think about the film industry in OTT?
that's a good
Speak on
question.
it.
Good question.
Honestly, it depends on like. I feel like there's two sides of it. There's the official film industry in Ottawa, and there's like kind of like somehow an underground one where like nobody really knows what's going on.
Maybe more like freelance ish.
Yeah. It's like there's a lot of freelancers in Ottawa, but at the same time, a lot of people don't even realize there's even groups on Facebook and everything that they shoot a lot of like episodes of like TV shows in Ottawa sometimes.
Really?
Even this summer, they were shooting. Was it this summer? Might have been last summer. I don't know. They were shooting some episodes for some show at Cornerstone in the market,
Okay. Wow.
right? So I feel like in Ottawa, it's one of those things like you have to market yourself to the right group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's also like it's kind of difficult, especially like if you're coming from a videography background rather than a filmmaking background, because videography is kind of like you just trying to do as much as you can as fast as you can. Where film, you could be working on a film for like almost a year, bro.
Yeah, you have to take your time
Write,
with it.
you write the whole thing and you think it's ready. You send it out to some people and they look at you. They're like, "Yeah, nah, you gotta do a couple more rewrites and stuff." And then you go do the rewrites. Then you schedule production. For instance, like one of the short films that like I was supposed to be doing, I was supposed to get done last month. Was we finished the whole script and everything, but just timing and budget wise for like everything that we wanted to be able to make this film happen just could not come together.
Yeah.
So we ended up having to push it until next year.
Damn.
So yeah.
That's tough.
Very insightful.
Yeah, it's a tough business though.
I was gonna ask, what would you, what advice would you give someone that's trying to get into filmmaking, that's trying to make a career out of it?
First, do as much as you can do. Like don't be shy. And I'm one of those culprit like where I have so many ideas, so many things that I want to do, and it stems from it's a fear, it's fear. It's not even a fear, it's just fear in general. Where there's so many things that I could do, right? But as much as I'm like that person that don't really care about what people gotta say about me, but for some reason when it comes to my work, bro, I'm very picky.
Yeah.
Perfectionist.
Well, you take it to heart.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'll show you some videos and people will be like, "Oh my god, this is amazing." And I'll be like, "Yeah, I shot that like 5 years ago and I still never released it because it just it didn't come off like it just wasn't it."
You're seeing imperfections that other people wouldn't see,
exactly.
right? And that's because you're harsh judge
You know what
of
I
your
mean?
own
So
character.
my advice is, man, just do it.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Right.
Nike sponsored me.
Yeah.
That was a drop.
Yeah.
Just
Seriously.
do it and do it.
Yeah, honestly, just get up and just do it. Like no matter how hard it seems, like how difficult it is, just get it done. Because
Yeah.
the moment you get over that hurdle, the rest is easy.
Yeah, the rest
You know
is
what I
just
mean?
working
The
on
hardest part is getting
creativity.
to, it's starting it, bro.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Now, do you think it's like essential to go to a film institute in order to become a successful filmmaker? In your opinion?
Not anymore. It used to be.
Right.
Because before, to get your foot into any kind of like any film set or whatever, like you needed to have like this many years of experience of working on a film set. And how do you get those experiences? By going to film school, because you actually get to work on film sets in film school, right?
Right.
But now, because of social media, like you can do your own short film
All right.
by yourself, like one person, you know what I mean?
Team of
and
one.
then submit it to some festival, and people, if it's really good and people really like it, you can get into the film industry without having to do any of that. And well, if I'm being honest, the price tags that film schools be like, I wanted to go to Toronto Film School.
Right.
I applied for both Vancouver Film School and Toronto Film School. I got accepted into both. $35,000, bro, for 1 year program.
For 1 year
Oh,
program?
it's a 1 year
And-
program?
yeah,
Oh, that's
1 year program.
disrespectful.
And mind you, that don't even include no no living situation.
That's disrespectful.
Did they
man.
give you guys a breakdown? And I'm sure they give you a breakdown. Maybe you could tell us what does that $35,000 covers for the, let's say, the Toronto school or the Vancouver school?
It's the same school, but so basically, as far as I understood it, The 35K covers you for your tuition for the year, your books, and the camera gear that you have access to.
That you have access.
To
Yeah, it's not
So
yours.
it's not yours.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're not going. Yeah, they're not going to give you a
highway
50
robbery.
like a red. Be like, hey,
have fun.
welcome to VFS. Here's a $50,000 camera. I got you.
Yeah. Have fun.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So yeah, you have access to the cameras and stuff, and you do a lot though. That when I was talking to the lady, she told me that like you do about like 15 to 20 films or something within
for
that
real?
year.
Wow.
Which sounds insane to me. That's 12 months. You know?
Right.
But yeah, it doesn't cover no living situation, and it's Vancouver in Toronto.
Yeah.
It's not cheap.
Like,
It's living
bruh.
expense.
And it's a 12-month intensive program. For you to take full advantage of it, you can't be working a part-time job.
No.
No.
You know what I mean? It's one of those like your parents gotta break the bank account, just
Right. Help you out.
help you pay the rent or something,
Right.
Yeah.
for you to stay there, because you won't be able to afford rent in Toronto or Vancouver if you don't have a job.
Yeah.
That's true.
But on top of that 35K, yeah, it just for
That
me,
adds
it seemed impossible, and I still entertained it for a while. Like I just kept, I was like, the moment I get settled or whatever, I'm gonna go to film school. But then the more I just put out content and just put things out, I had random people like from all over the world just reaching out to me. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, and I heard you talk about, you were talking on the podcast, so you went to Boston for a shoot?
Yeah, I went to Boston for a shoot. That was
Wow.
that was something smaller. It was just like I was working with a football team in Ottawa. They had a football
You didn't have to go into details, just take the clouds.
No, but I went on tour with an artist, like you know what I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. I
like
met them
stuff
too,
like that.
yeah.
And then I had like some of the directors that directed like stuff for the Migos and stuff that were like
Oh, that's very
that
cool.
are like
Wow.
that look at my shit and like it and share it
Amazing.
sometimes. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
because of Instagram and like most of the social media, there's that interconnectivity that you have that you
Networking.
didn't have before.
Yeah.
Right.
That you can have access to so many people. It like even in the middle, like right before the pandemic, I was actually I don't know if you guys know who Jahan Jones is.
Also?
He's a YouTuber and he has this show on YouTube called he had the show on YouTube called Are You Hitting That? And it was this like skit comedy thing, and he decided to do a movie. And I was in Jersey with my cousin and he was doing a live talking about the film and stuff, and I was just bored and I just called in. And he's like, we talked or whatever, and he's like, are you excited for the film? I'm like, yeah, I want to work on the film. Like, put me in, coach, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh yeah, what do you do? I'm like, yeah, I do videography and photography and everything. And he's like, what do you shoot with? I'm like, I shoot with this camera. I've shot with this camera. He's like, oh, those are all this camera we're using out here. I'm like, yeah, man. And he's like, tell you what, bro, send me your
your
reel or
work.
something,
Yeah.
and then we'll look at it and we'll let you know. And then effectively, I sent him my reel. Took him like a month before he saw it. When he finally saw it, he's like, yeah, no, I really fuck with it. Like, you know, like you could come. Where you from again? I'm like, I'm from Canada. He's like, it's kind of far, but hey, you know, like if you can make your way out to LA, more than welcome to work on the film. And then the pandemic hit. Yeah, so I didn't get to work on that project, but I still have him on Instagram, and we still talk. And it's somebody who has like over 1 million followers on Instagram. They're like I verified and everything. I never thought like I would be able to even reach out to him. You know what I mean?
It's
Right,
networking.
Exactly, but you
networking.
answered, and then that alone just proves to you that like, hey man, shoot your shot. I message Drake every year. I go,
It's time to answer Drake.
hey, I'm just saying, I message
You
him.
probably get a better shot if you message the fake Drake at this
Hey,
point.
you never know. You know what I'm
you never
saying?
know.
It's
You don't
like,
shoot
it's
your
like,
shot,
it
you'll
doesn't-
never know,
here's the thing. It costs me nothing to send him a little DM saying like, hey man, this is what I do. I'd love to work with you someday.
Right,
It costs me
right.
nothing. If he sees it, amazing. If he never sees it,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Yeah. Nah, I
That's
feel
what it
you.
is, but-
No, I love your
No,
energy.
it's
I
no
love
money
the
out of your
vibe.
pockets, right? So
Exactly.
yeah, facts.
Here it is.
So, with all the work that you've done, with all your body of work, what do you consider your greatest achievement to this date?
Of this one.
Greatest achievement.
What's the one that hits? It's in the field. That's the one I like. You're proudest of.
Honestly speaking, I haven't done it yet. I know what it is. It's a script that I've been writing for like 6 years.
Okay.
And to me, that's my baby project.
Yeah.
That's the one that I feel like, even though it might not even be true, but to me, in my head, the way it's set up is the moment I make this project, my life is going to change forever.
So it's a life project.
Yeah, you know what I
okay.
mean? But
It's a short film. It's a
Yeah,
long.
it's a
Can you
short
tell us
film.
more about it without giving us
Yeah.
too much spoilers?
yeah, it's a psychological thriller.
Okay.
Okay.
About and I want it to be an all black cast too, for the most part, because
Right. Dr. Umar would be very proud. But go on.
you know
go
what I
on.
mean. No, mostly because it's like it's about mental illness too,
Yeah.
and I feel like it's something that don't get really talked about, especially in black
Yeah, in our
communities. Like, you know what I
community.
mean, everybody like
And that's a regular length of a film, like an hour and a half.
Short film.
no short film. So
Short
I'm
film,
aiming,
yeah.
but I'm aiming for it to be a short film, enter it into some festivals, and then if it gets picked up, if it gets any kind of praise or win any kind of awards, maybe turn it into a feature.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's the goal. But yeah, it's a psychological thriller. About,
Right. You're gonna. So basically, you're planning to write. While you're writing it, so you're gonna direct it and shoot it.
I want to direct it. I kind of want to start stepping back from
Okay.
manning
Taking
the
all the
camera.
roles?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
because that's something I do a lot, and even to the point like it's something I've been like actively fixing. Because even when I'm working now, I'll invite people to come work with me. Like, hey, I'm doing this music video. Like, pull up. Like, help me out. But I'm so used to working by myself that I don't give them anything to do.
Yeah.
Because I know how to set up my lighting. I know how to set up my camera. And then by the time I'm like, they're looking at me like, dude, like, what do you want me to do? I'm like,
Right.
yeah, grab the C-stand and bring it over here. You know what I mean? So
Go get me coffee.
Make yourself useful.
Isn't that how it
Yeah.
works in movie sets? You go like, go get me donuts and coffee right now. All right.
Yeah.
yo,
Just do your job.
Yeah,
all right?
do your job.
You should know. You should know. Even though it's my project, you should know what you
Yeah.
need to be doing.
Yeah.
Don't ask me
Right.
questions.
Yeah,
I'm the
facts.
boss. But
So there's a growth happening.
yeah.
That you're,
So I'm,
foreseeing for this project.
exactly. I'm trying to kind of like get out of that mindset of just doing everything by myself and kind of just allow people to help. So
Oh, that's what's up, man. Now let's switch it up. We're gonna play a little game here.
Okay.
The segment is called "Finish the Sentence for Us."
yeah.
I'm gonna drop it. Here's how it goes. I drop a sentence. You finish the sentence. You see enough?
Oh.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Okay.
Like a good Haitian would say in LA.
All right.
Okay, so the first thing I do in the morning is
Turn on my PS5.
okay.
Deadass.
A lot of blue light there.
Hey, that's what I do.
Okay.
Watch a lot of movies, you know.
Okay. My favorite thing about OTT is
Landscape. I like the architecture, man. Like
Yeah.
it's bro. Tourists come out here all the time. Like if you actually take the time and just walk around downtown,
Yeah.
it's actually beautiful as hell. Like I'm not a big like tall building kind of guy. Like it's cool. It looks great on shots. Like when you have like the drone
Skylines,
flying, you know.
skylines.
But bro, like no, I like just sitting down by the river and just looking at Parliament. It's just like it's,
Yeah.
it's peaceful. It's
It's relaxing.
Not feel you.
Yeah.
If you could choose your last meal on earth, what would it be?
Some of my mama's cooking. I ain't gonna lie.
okay.
Mama's
Yeah,
cooking can never go wrong with that.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Okay, man. We just finished this segment.
Yeah.
Now it's another segment that I love dearly. You know, this one, you know, currency. Well, the channel is called Currency.
Currency.
Okay.
So let's talk money real quick.
Yeah.
All right, simple as that. So, first question: what amount of money do you think is considered? No, what amount of money do you think you need to be considered rich?
If I get like I can give you two answers. There's the answer of like, yeah, $1 million would make me feel rich because I don't have $1 million right now. But ultimately, I think it's like no matter like it doesn't need to be any kind of crazy amount. Like I could have $100,000 in my account and still feel rich based on what I plan to do with it.
Yeah, based
You know
on
what
the
I
way
mean?
you invest
That's
your
good
money.
enough for
or-
us.
So
Good enough for us. Now, what is your greatest investment? Share that with us.
Honestly, the time I've invested to just do this, man, like it's one of those things
To your business.
you don't see, most people won't see the value in it, and which is why we even had this conversation about like people not appreciating how much you charge and all these things. It's because people will never understand that like the time that you invest in your
Yeah.
whatever, whether it's art, whether it's like any kind of business you try to do,
Right.
like that's the main thing, bro.
It's your creative process.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that's it. Like the amount of time that I spend on like
Right.
what I'm trying to build towards, no matter who sees it or not. I don't.
Yeah.
care. It's just-
Now, sticking to money, what would you do with your first million when you get it?
Yeah,
My first milli,
be smart with it.
paying all them debts.
Paying the debts, okay.
That's for sure.
Okay.
'Cause, you know, nigga got some debts. And then invest in a couple business. Most definitely, because I have, well, me personally, I have my personal business that I want to start. I have me and my mom have a couple business that we want to start. You know, try to see how we can like invest in that and
Right.
not drain the whole amount.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Invest in it smartly.
Manage your capital, yeah.
Exactly. And hey, man, buy my mama a house for sure.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
real, man.
yeah,
That's one of the realest
bro.
thing I've heard,
It's
man.
not even. I don't even want to buy my mama a house. I want to literally just buy the land, call an architect, and be like, hey,
Build your
sit
mama
with
a
her,
house.
sit with her, and be like, yo,
Come up with a
you
plan.
tell them exactly what you need, and I got you.
I'll word it for you. Build mama her dream house.
Her dream house.
There, you go.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's straight fit accent. Sir Rap, thanks for coming, brother.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank you so much for
Give him
joining
a
us.
handshake for me.
I got
Yes,
you.
sir. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for joining
Yeah,
us.
what's up, man?